This week on 49ers Cal High Sports Report presented by U.S. Bank, we are back with a full schedule of football and volleyball. We'll see De La Salle take on Florida Power St. Thomas, Los Lomas meets Kennedy, and College Park battles Alhambra.
Exciting volleyball with Antioch and Concord, and we'll have the story of the Leaf football star helping with his older brother after the loss of his mom. It's all next on the season premiere of 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports Report presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We are excited to be back.
We're back.
I know, season 28.
Oh my God.
Yes,
somebody's
you've
old.
Been there since year one.
That means I'm old.
Yeah. So we're going to start off season 28 with De La Salle taking on national powerhouse St. Thomas Aquinas from Florida. The Spartans are coming off another state title appearance and looking very strong again this year with one of the nation's top junior quarterbacks, Dorian Hale.
Yeah, and the Raiders from St. Thomas are ranked #1 in the nation by USA Today, featuring 21 recruits ranked 3 stars or better. The Raiders senior wideout Marcus Roseme is considered one of the very best in the nation. Two national powers clashing at De La Salle Friday night. De La Salle hosting St. Thomas Aquinas. Antonio Brown in attendance, possibly searching for a new helmet. Shamar Garrett, his helmet's fine, so are his legs. Opening offensive play of the game for the Spartans. 57 yards, setting up a James Kobe 2-yard score at 7-0 early. St. Thomas Aquinas, there's a reason they're #1. They answer quickly. Zion Turner calling his own number 11-yard keeper for the score. We're tied at 7. Turner, he's only a sophomore. It's his first action with the varsity. He's showing out. Unloads this one. Marcus Roseme, are you kidding me? Tipping the ball back to himself. 71 yards, and the Raiders are up 21-7. Jaden Henry trying to help the Raiders increase the lead. Rumble, young man, rumble. Spartans finally bring him down. De La Salle, though, forces the stop, and then James Kobe makes him pay. Kobe finds the gap, and see ya, he's off to the races. 41 yards. It's 21-14 at the half. Now, in the third quarter, De La Salle driving. A bobbled snap. The ball's on the ground. The Raiders recover. They tack on a field goal to go up 24-14. De La Salle ensuing kickoff. James Kobe. He's a dangerous man. Looks to be free. The end zone in his sights, but the ref says he stepped out of bounds. The Spartans get no points on the drive. One final shot for De La Salle. Not so fast, says Derek Wingo. 10 tackles in this pivotal sack. The Raiders take down the Spartans 24-14. Shamar Garrett had a night with 187 yards rushing.
The Castro Valley Trojans opening up their season against the Dublin Gales. Early in the first, Trojans have possession, but Adam Moore intercepts the pass for the pick six, and the Gales get on the board first. Second quarter, Jack Sweeney breaks free from a crowded backfield and finds Elijah Alonzo, who brings it down in a crowd of Trojans. But Gales eventually get it down the field for Nick Costello, who brings it home, and Dublin leads at 14-0 at the half. Dublin defense doing work too. Nick Costello and Jaden Petrus team up, bringing down the QB. Then soon after, it's Kai Forshee also making a big stop in the backfield. Dublin looking good on both sides. But the Trojans defense has some huge plays of its own in the second half. Here in the third, Colin Thompson jumps up for the interception, his second of the quarter, but Dublin would keep Castro Valley scoreless until the fourth quarter. That's when Abraham Nasseri hits Victor Rivera and gets a little hot potato action when he brings this ball down, but he hangs on, and the Trojans get down the field with just under a minute left in the game. Nasseri runs it in for the touchdown to put Castro Valley on the board. That makes it 14-7, but Dublin ends up holding on to take home the first win of the season in week 1. 14-7 was the final. Costello and Moore both with touchdowns.
The Bentley Phoenix getting fired up to start off the season against St. Mary's. The Phoenix on a roll in the first. Talia Hunt to Ariana Jackson to Lilia Hammond, who smashes it to the hardwood. Bentley takes the first set 25-20. More Bentley in the second. Hammond bumps to Jackson, setting Sofia Fernando for the monster kill. The Phoenix win it 25-14. Bentley looking to end it in the third. Jackson to Emily Goodman with a deep set to Kristen Baradan for the point. But the Panthers fight back. Lena Anderson to Kylie Bartel to Alexa Virgil, who gets the big-time kill. St. Mary's keeps the rally going as the ball is popped up into the air for Bartel, who hits it off two players for the point as the Panthers take the third, 25-22. St. Mary's still on the attack in the fourth. Bianca Malaluan with the bump, Virgil with the set, and Anaya Dennis with a monstrous kill. Now just great St. Mary's defense right here as Kamora French gets the block at the net, and St. Mary's wins it 25-23 to force a fifth set. St. Mary's looking to continue the momentum, but Olivia Anderson leads high up for the big block for Bentley, and then Bentley back in control now as Hammond bumps to Jackson, who sets it up for Hunt, who hammers it down to the wood. As Bentley survives a ferocious comeback by St. Mary's to win it 3-2, Hunt leading the way for Bentley.
Each week, we present the Players of the Week in a rap produced by the Hip Hop Department at the Riekes Center.
We will announce the first Players of the Week on next week's show. Stanford Healthcare brings us great information on sports-related injuries every week.
Here's the 49ers head team physician, Dr. Tim McAdams, with this week's tip.
When I started out in practice, we would see athletes 6 months after ACL reconstruction, and as long as the graft was stable and they had good motion and strength, we patted them on the back and said, "Get back out there." Now you hear 9 months, 12 months, even a new study saying 2 years. There are two main reasons why many people have trouble getting back that first year. First, the need for continued strengthening and neuromuscular education. Second, and actually the most common reason, fear. That's right, fear of re-injury is a major hurdle. This can be overcome with increased reps and time, but we're going to see many studies now looking at relaxation and guided imagery training to help get you back.
Coming up, our CCS Diablo Motors Monster Game. It's the Charlie Wiedemeyer All-Star Game next.
And we'll have Irvington battling Mount Eden when we come back.
Bye. Hey, Dad.
Hello, बेटे, कैसी हैं आप?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, so good to see you. It's late. Where are you?
I'm at work.
Oh gosh, so late?
I know, but guess what?
What?
I've saved enough to come visit you.
Oh, that's such a great news.
At US Bank, we believe that hard work works. And for everyone working toward a goal, we're here to help.
The biggest summer sale ever is here at South County Hyundai of Gilroy, where all of Northern Cali shops. Over 400 cars and SUVs to save on. Get $7,000 off all new Hyundai Elantras in stock. Here's the real deal. The award-winning Sonatas starting at $16,888. 2019 Hyundai Kona Automatic, only $15,888. All 2019 Ioniq Electric in stock, $6,000 off MSRP. More green with less green. What? South County Hyundai of Gilroy.
'49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Tri-Counties Bank, service with solutions. 12 locations now open in the Bay Area. By DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer. And by Diablo Motors. Life's too short to drive a crummy car. We are back at Levi Stadium with highlights from the Charlie Wiedemeyer All-Star Game played this summer.
That's right, some of the very best players from all around Santa Clara County getting together for their final game as high school players. It's this week's CCS Diablo Motors Monster Game. Our Allie Williams was there.
Monster Game, yeah.
We are here at Westmont High School for the 45th annual Charlie Wiedemeyer High School All-Star Game, where some of the best seniors from across the Santa Clara County are battling it out one more time. Looking at the North Division, Wilcox is well represented, including state champion and Co-Dianza Division Most Valuable Defensive Player of the Year, Ryan Cooper Jr. And down on the south side, we'll have Austin Jobe, who had a great season as well, quarterback for the Pioneer Mustangs. It's 45 of the best seniors on each team. It's going to be a good one. Let's go to the highlights.
Some of the Bay's best graduating seniors taking the field. It was a defensive first quarter. Big plays made like this sack by Oak Grove's Liahona Mahe keeps it scoreless after 1. Second quarter, South up by a field goal, but the North's Alejandro Flores hits his Silver Creek teammate Namdi Obilor, and he'll take this one home. A 78-yard touchdown puts the North on the board. Later that half, Jordan Osby of Independence weaves his way through traffic to advance the ball. They'd get it to the 1-yard line for Wilcox's Gabe Herrera to punch this one in. Less than 2 minutes later, the South trying to put together a play to get something going. Will they do it this time? No. Gabe Recusado of Piedmont Hills intercepts the pass and takes it back for a 25-yard touchdown. Still in the second, Recusado now at quarterback. He'll look, throw, and finds teammate Brandon Lowe. The North up 27-3. Seconds left in the half for the South. Austin Job of Pioneer to Andrew Hill's LaRon Chapman Jr. is the South's first touchdown, but the North leads 27-10. Halfway through the third quarter, and the South is back in action. Westmont's Gabe Pulliam on his home field hits prospects Kuwatamak Daza. He hustles it in and just stays in bounds for the touchdown. South down 10. It was the North in the fourth, though. Gabe Herrera again finds his way into the end zone. 2 touchdowns for Herrera as the North wins 34-17. We caught up with a couple graduates about their final high school game.
It was really fun, really easy, and everyone's like the same skill level, so no problem.
How about playing against all these different seniors?
Oh, that was tough, hard hitting. Bruised, I'm gonna hurt a little bit tomorrow, but the victory's worth it.
Oh, it was so fun just being able to play with guys that we played against, and even just guys that we didn't even know like their schools, or it just felt like a high school game and that we've been playing together for years.
In Campbell, I'm Allie Williams for 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
Here come the Irvington Vikings as they open up at Mount Eden. The Monarchs up early as Tuakoi Mahe hands it off to Samisi Kiowa for a short TD run, 7-0 Mount Eden. Still first quarter as Mahe tosses out to Daniel Boleche. He races down the far sideline, 35 yards, and a 14-0 Monarchs lead. Irvington with the ball back, but not going very far as Emmanuel Musu throws down the running back. Look at that. Irvington driving here as Julian Montalongo throws to Prion George for a 15-yard gain, leading to a short TD run. But this one belongs to Mount Eden. Kiowa takes it at the goal line, cuts left, races upfield, breaks a tackle, stays in bounds, and outraces everyone into the end zone. A 100-yard return for Samisi. Third quarter now as Mahe looks right, then throws left, hitting Leonard LeBlanc in the flat, and LeBlanc is in the end zone, 33-7. More Monarchs handed to Kiowa, barreling over a defender, 147 yards in the game for Samisi. The Monarchs score again on this Mahe keeper, and is 40-7 at the end of the third. Fourth quarter now, this is Habib Afridi pounding his way through the line and into the backfield, 50 yards on the run. Afridi takes it in a short time later to finish off the scoring for the Mount Eden Monarchs. 47-7 was the final. Mahe and Kiowa leading the victorious Monarchs.
Each week, South County Chrysler and U.S. Bank bring us the Coach of the Week award.
We'll announce the first Coach of the Week on next week's show. Albany's Construction brings us the Dirty Work play each week. This is a play where an unsung player gives extra effort for their team. We'll have the first Dirty Work play on next week's show. Coming up, the Encinal Jets fly into Fremont to take on the Washington Huskies.
But first, take a look at our Cupertino Electric Top 10 Power Rankings for girls volleyball.
I was in pain all the time.
Terinia was diagnosed with spine issues from a car crash. The neurosurgery team at Stanford Healthcare came up with a way to ease her pain. Using leading-edge imaging along with robotic surgery, doctors corrected Terinia's spinal condition. Stanford is one of the few hospitals in California pioneering this less invasive approach.
I don't have words for it, really. It's amazing.
When it matters most, patients turn to Stanford Healthcare. Discover more at stanfordhealthcarenow.org.
Hi, I'm Greg Meyer, owner of Diablo Motors Auto Sales. Our no-hassle approach makes it fun and easy to buy or sell your next luxury car. We have a great selection of amazing certified pre-owned cars at the best prices anywhere. Why buy new when you can save thousands on one of our finest slightly used cars? We'll have you in and out of the store with your new car in as little as 30 minutes. And we handle financing, extended warranties, and we give top dollar for your trade-in, paid for or not. So come see us in San Ramon for a no-hassle deal. Diablo Motors, the nice, honest, non-dealerish car store.
For more than 65 years, Cupertino Electric has been delivering power and possibilities. With offices throughout California and project sites throughout the U.S., Cupertino Electric today builds renewable, commercial, utility, and data center projects for some of the most influential companies in the world. Beyond that, we are a people company. We build family, communities, and meaningful careers. Visit CEI.com today or connect with us on LinkedIn, Facebook, or other social sites to see our openings and join our team.
We're Motivus at 12th man, and you're watching the 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
We are back at Levi Stadium with a trip to Tack Stadium where the Washington Huskies play their home games. The Huskies are looking to improve on a tough season last year, but with good numbers and lots of experience going into this season.
The Encinal Jets are coming off an outstanding season, making it to the NCS quarterfinals. The Jets and Huskies in Fremont on Friday night.
North Bay Sports coverage is brought to you by South County Chrysler of Marin. The Washington cheerleaders ready to root on their Huskies as they host Encinal. The Huskies get a rude welcome from Josiah Naigulevu laying down the law. Isaiah Smith takes the handoff, turns the corner, and he races 35 yards down to the 15-yard line for Encinal. And now here's Smith again, this time diving in from 7 yards out as the Jets take a 7-0 lead. Washington with the ball, but this pass up the middle is picked off by Vincent Nunley with a diving interception. A great play by Vince. The Jets back in business and airing it out as David Romero Reinholds tosses deep to Keir Stewart, who leaps over two defenders and brings it down 40 yards on the completion. Later that same drive, Archie Cole takes it in from 6 yards out, 14-0 Encinal. Washington looking to come back as Eric Johnson throws deep to the Huskies' outstanding wideout Amari Williams with a fancy one-handed grab. Amari is really good. But the Huskies did not score and the Jets keep soaring. This is Cole again. Archie with 4 TDs in the game. Great play here as Romero Reinhold scrambles around and finally finds Stewart racing across the field. Stewart making the catch and a nifty move to get free. And Stewart is in as Encinal takes a 27-0 lead. Here's Cole with another score as Encinal very impressive in an opening night win. 42-0 was the final.
U.S. Bank brings us stories of inspirational athletes who inspire us each week.
Our Kiara Biagini joins us now with the story of a Lee High School football star and how he is helping out at home.
Robert, Tristan Pelletier is known around the Lee campus as Mr. Reliable. Not only is he reliable as a wide receiver and teammate, he's also reliable at home.
On the first day of practice, senior wide receiver Tristan Pelletier makes catches like he never skipped a beat. Tristan fell in love with the sport at a young age when his mom, Monique, had him try out for flag football.
You know, I didn't catch a ball for my first 2 seasons, but she went to every single game, and, you know, being a receiver and not catching a ball, it's kind of boring, but she loved watching. She cheered nonstop.
Having his mom going to his games meant a lot to Tristan, given her lifelong battle with breast cancer.
So like I said, I got 3 other siblings, and like I just kind of had to help her out with like watching the kids, because like sometimes she just have to sleep because she'd just be weak, and like she'd try to make dinner, but I could tell like she couldn't do it because it was just, you know, chemo was just rough on her.
As a 10-year-old, Tristan was forced to grow up quickly. He cooked, cleaned, and took care of his siblings. After Monique's 3rd bout with cancer, the battle ended.
I came home, I was in 5th grade at the time, and then my dad just walked in the house. So he just kind of stared at us with a blank face, and he was just like, your mom passed away. And I just remember just sitting in that chair just thinking it just wasn't true.
Tristan was heartbroken, but he stayed strong knowing his dad and siblings relied on him, especially his big brother Justin.
Everyone used to call us the Stin brothers. I'm Justin, he's Tristan, so like we just got together, that's just it.
Justin is 5 years older than Tristan and was diagnosed at birth with Down syndrome.
I treat him as the same as I treat my little sister and my other brother. So, you know, I've never really seen him as, oh, my brother's different. It's just, you know, he's my brother. I love him.
Tristan helps his brother get dressed, does his laundry, gets his meals, cuts his hair, and even gets him to play catch in the backyard.
Like, he doesn't talk that much, but like, it's like every day I come home and I talk with him. I'll say whatever and he like looks at me and I'll say something and he'll just start laughing. Like, he won't like say something back, but he'll just smile and start laughing. Ready?
As a single father of 4, Don Pelletier is grateful he can rely on Tristan to help take care of his brother.
Being that they are so close, I know if something were to happen to me, then I know that, you know, Tristan would be there for his brother and make sure that no one takes advantage of him. And now that Tristan's getting up in age and going to be 18 pretty soon, you know, I just feel a lot more comfortable knowing that, you know, everything will be taken care of and with Tristan looking out over him, you know.
Taking care of his brother on top of being a student athlete can be overwhelming for Tristan. He remains strong, remembering his mom's positive spirit. He knows he has to be strong for the people around him.
My little sister too, I'm a role model to her, so, you know, I don't want her to see her role model sad, because if, you know, if I saw, you know, my dad's sad or something like that, it'd obviously make me feel bad. So, you know, I always try to like think, all right, there's someone else, you know, I gotta look out for someone else, so.
Tristan hopes to honor his mom by being the best teammate, son, and brother he can be. He knows she is looking down on him.
And a big thing I did in October was, since it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, I dyed my hair pink. You know, just stuff like that. I guess that's how I kind of remember my mom, because I know she'd be laughing right now seeing my pink hair, so she'd like that.
Whether you are Tristan's family, teammate, or friend, bet you can count on him, Mr. Reliable.
Tristan plans on dyeing his hair pink again this year during Breast Cancer Awareness Month to honor his mother. He is an incredible kid with such a huge heart.
Yeah, and I know his mom would be very proud of what he's doing, and helping take care of his big brother is just awesome.
Yes, he loves him very much.
Yeah, he does. All right, thanks, Key. Wellstrong has teamed up with the 49ers with physical therapy and sports rehabilitation centers throughout the Bay Area.
This season, Wellstrong will bring us concussion prevention tips from their team of outstanding doctors. Here's Anthony Singlambetti with this week's tip.
A concussion is an injury to the brain resulting from trauma that does not result in structural damage. It results in a period of altered brain functioning that resolves over time. Concussion is usually not dangerous if handled properly. The athlete would need immediate attention, removal, and not return to play if there is loss of consciousness, seizure, amnesia, confusion, or loss of coordination. Seek immediate medical attention for any of these symptoms.
Coming up, our South County Chrysler Game of the Week as College Park battles Alhambra.
And to the hardwood we go for Newark Memorial and Mount Eden as 49ers Cal High Sports Report continues.
Tri-Counties Bank presents a unique brand of service with solutions, a welcoming and listening style of banking with solutions that help improve your financial well-being. With easy access to over 32,000 surcharge-free ATMs, advanced mobile banking, banker support by phone 7 days a week, and an extensive community-based branch network, you're never far from a friendly face. It's easy to switch to better banking. Tri-Counties Bank, service with solutions.
Same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Big bag plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right.
49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By South County Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Drive a little, save a lot. By the Rikes Center, where goals and dreams become a reality. And by Stanford Healthcare.
We are back at the NBC Sports Studio with the South County Chrysler Game of the Week. The College Park Falcons have a new head coach this year. Mark Spinelli played and coached at De La Salle and is looking to bring some of that Spartan magic to the Falcons program.
Yeah, and the Falcons opened up on the road at Alhambra. The Bulldogs graduating star quarterback Aaron Hearn, but they got a guy named James Frisbee who just might be able to step in. He can throw. Alhambra and College Park in the South County Chrysler Game of the Week.
The College Park Falcons prepping for their season opener against Alhambra. The Bulldogs come out flaming hot. Tommy Turner with the quarterback keeper, and the Bulldogs get on the board first 7-0. Moments later, Falcons driving. Jameer Wayne takes the handoff and has tons of room and takes it 40 yards and comes up just a bit short. And after Wayne's setup, Jeremiah Jack comes barreling downhill and gets it in to tie it up at 7 with 2 minutes remaining in the first. Seconds left in the first now. Turner heaves this one deep, and here comes Mateo Roberts in traffic to haul it in for the first down. What a catch! And into the second quarter, Turner finds a wide open Brenton Regoza in the end zone, and the Bulldogs go up by 1. Next, Bulldog drive. Turner rides the play action, rolls to his left, and lobs it up for Nick Schuler for the TD, and Alhambra goes up by 2 halfway through the second quarter. 2 minutes remaining until the half now. Falcons looking to score. Wayne splits the defense right up the middle and finds the end zone. Falcons down by 2. Seconds left in the first half. Turner stands tall in the pocket and finds Roberts streaking across the middle of the field, wide open. Mateo scores to put Alhambra up 34-13. Late in the third, Falcons looking to convert, but here comes Ryan Bromley with pressure, and Ryan Silva with the pick. He will go all the way for 6. What a heads-up play by Silva. And that will do it. The Bulldogs absolutely dominate in their season opener, and our Sandeep Chandok caught up with the team post-game.
I'm here with the Alhambra Bulldogs, who just won their first game of the season over their rival College Park Falcons. Bulldogs, how you feeling tonight? All right, I feel it. All right. We got our game MVP over here. Tommy Turner, that t-shirt's for you, game MVP. Tommy, you had a handful of touchdowns tonight. What was working for you?
Just my O-line was protecting me very well. My receivers were getting open, and I just had enough time to throw the ball and get it to them. My receivers were doing a great job of catching it and getting it upfield.
Hey, one of the receivers who was getting open tonight, we got over here, Mateo Roberts. Mateo, you had a couple touchdowns tonight, but I think the biggest play you had, third quarter, you caught a ball over 2 defenders. Take me through that play. How were you able to do that?
Hey, my quarterback just threw it up, high-pointed me. I got up there. I just want to thank my O-line and go up there and make the play.
Hey, you made the play. All right, the last guy who made a couple plays tonight, Brenton Regoza. Brenton, nowadays in football, as a running back, you got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to run. You had touchdowns across the board. How are you able to get it going tonight?
We just saw the weaknesses in the defense, and my quarterback and my coach, we just recognized everything and just attacked with the weak points, and it worked out for us.
Again, the Bulldogs, they knock off their rival College Park Falcons. Guys, take us away.
The Newark Memorial Cougars opening their season at Mount Eden this week. The Monarchs with a nice play here early in the first setter. Alina Yangerin hits Jalen Lee for the kill, but not a lot of mystery in this one as Newark Memorial takes charge. Emma Te'au over to Crystal Inouye, back to the sophomore Te'au for the cross-court kill. The Cougars take the first, a terrific dig here by Riley Sarasua over to Inouye to the left side for Te'au for the kill. Second set now, and more Cougars as Zaria De Vieira gets it to Inouye. A quick set to Ari Pereira, who dumps it in as the Cougars take a second set lead. Later in the second, Riley Sarasua bumps to Inouye, who feeds Bree Evans, and Bree just crushes that one. Emma Te'au with the dig here to Inouye with a deep set to Atu Langi, and she puts it away, and Newark Memorial has a 2-set lead. The Cougars get the sweep, taking the third. De Vieira to Inouye, quick set to Faith Crown, and Newark Memorial opens its season with an impressive 3-set victory. Crown and Pereira leading the way. Lexus of Stevens Creek presents the Volunteer Award, part of the Lexus of Stevens Creek commitment to promoting volunteerism.
Our first volunteer is Valley Christian wide receiver and linebacker Moon Ashby. Moon does a variety of volunteer work, including working at this pancake breakfast to benefit the San Francisco AIDS Walk. Moon talks about why it's so important to volunteer.
It's a good thing. It's a good feeling. It's like when you're running, having a rush, a runner's run. That's what it feels like when you're helping out and giving back. My dad stressed that it's important to stick to your roots and help out the community.
Coming up, East Bay Power, San Leandro, and Foothill kicking off their season.
And we begin our season-long series with one of the Bay Area's top football programs. The season with Valley Christian football is next.
Back at Levi Stadium and the NBC Sports Studio with what was supposed to be opening night at Foothill High School. The Falcons' new field was supposed to be done by the home opener, but it is not. So the Falcons traveled to Amador Valley, their rival school, to host the San Leandro Pirates.
So Foothill hosting San Leandro at Amador Valley.
Yes.
The Pirates are coached by longtime head coach Brad Bowers and are coming off a season that saw the Pirates make it to the NCS quarterfinal game. The Pirates won this game against Foothill last season, and we're looking to do it again on Friday night.
The Pirates from San Leandro hungry to start the season with a win against the Foothill Falcons, but the Falcons come out hitting hard. Mateo Schiaffino and Max Masaljo teaming up to just destroy the back there. Foothill on their 5-yard line. Bryce Lombardi hands it to Peter Montini, who tears through the middle and plunges into the end zone. It's 13-0 Falcons at the half. The Pirates looking to get on the board. The throw goes long, but Aiden Jeter makes the interception in the end zone. A big play there. The Falcons on the move, but the Pirates bring the defense as well. Asaro Aihie strips the ball loose, and Corey Hayes gobbles it up for the interception. The Pirates taking advantage as DJ Bryant hands it to Stephen Henry II. The senior races toward the pylon and gets knocked out just short of the touchdown, but the Pirates finish the drive to pull within 7. Foothill answers back. Lombardi gives it to Montini. He sheds a tackle and falls into the end zone, making it 20-6 Falcons. Less than 6 minutes to play. Pirates in the red zone. Bryant scans the field and takes this one himself. He's all alone, heading for home, reaching for the pylon, and he is in. San Leandro goes for the 2-point conversion. Give the ball to Henry II, breaking tackles and spinning his way into the end zone to pull within 6. Less than a minute to play. 4th and long. It's do or die for the Pirates. Bryant escapes the pocket, lets it fly. It's going to be caught by Henry II. He brings it home to tie the game at 20-all. We go to overtime. The Pirates get the ball first. Bryant connecting with a wide open Nick Terron. San Leandro completes the 2-point conversion for an 8-point lead. Foothill with a chance to tie it back up, but the Pirates shut it down. Amari Roberson flies in and demolishes the receiver. San Leandro with an incredible comeback victory. Throughout the entire football season, we'll go behind the scenes with the Valley Christian football team as they battle through the 2019 season.
We start with Valley Christian on the practice field for preseason as the Warriors prepare for the season ahead. On top of the city of San Jose, the Valley Christian Warriors are gearing up for the 2019 season.
Defense ready! Be gone!
Located on the south side of the city, the campus on Skyway Drive is home to the Valley Christian football program, a program decorated with 6 league titles, 7 section titles, and 1 NorCal championship.
On one.
Ready!
To wear this jersey, to be able to come to this hill, go to school here, practice, just play under this tradition, the legacy of the guys before us. It's a blessing, really.
There will be some new faces hoping to make an impact this season, but mostly, this team is made up of veterans. Valley starts with a 52-man roster with 24 seniors. A veteran-filled team led by a veteran coach.
Hey, that's good work right there.
Head coach Mike Machado is entering his 23rd year at the helm. Every one of those league and section titles are under Machado's name.
We talk about what kind of product do we want to put out there the first time we walk on the field. You can work out every single day and you can practice hard every single day, but you've got to have the ability at the end of the day to finish.
The Warriors play in the West Catholic Athletic League, one of the Bay Area's most competitive leagues. Last season, the team placed 2nd in the WCAL behind undefeated St. Francis. Still, the 2018 team went to take home its 7th CCS title before losing to the eventual state champions in the NorCal title game.
We felt like in the regional game that we could have played better, we could have done better, could have won that game. So I think that with the seniors we have this year and the upcoming juniors, I mean, we're going for state.
We're good sized, but we're inexperienced with some of that size. If we grow up quick, we'll show up quick. If our guys can take what we're trying to give them and put it into execution, we'll be a pretty good football team early.
Before the Warriors' preseason scrimmage, the team gets together for some bonding. After all, a successful team isn't just made from its playbooks.
Put him down. Thank you.
The Warriors travel to Carl Mott High School for their preseason scrimmage. It's here we get a first look at this Valley team in action.
Let's go!
The Warriors return some key nationally recognized players like number 11, Isaiah McElvain. The senior running back led the offense last year with over 1,200 rushing yards and 14 touchdowns. The coaching staff will also rely on senior fullback Michael Carini for some ground control. Then on the line, JT Reed, a 6'3", 285-pound tackle already with multiple D1 offers. On the defensive side, Devin Vanderbilt and Moon Ashby. Vanderbilt, the cornerback, and Ashby, the linebacker, both will dabble a little on the offensive side as receivers. Kavir Baines will be that relentless safety, and returning QB Corey Taylor will be under center. But you never know just who will show up on any given Friday night.
Thought we came out, we had some good tempo, guys got off the ball, guys ran hard. We had a lot of guys that came and stood out today. This is a long ride. We need to make sure that we pace ourselves, we work, okay, and we also take care of each other and ourselves, because we got a long season to get through. Everybody understands that, right? Let's go. All right, everybody on a knee, let's go.
Next week marks the start of a season-long battle. Every trial and triumph of the Warriors' road through the 2019 season mapped out right here on The Season with Valley Christian Football.
Next week, Valley will open up the 2019 season against the Wilcox Chargers.
Oh, that'll be a good one.
Yes, the defending state champion,
All right.
Wilcox Chargers.
Very good. Be sure to follow us on social media at 49ers Cal High on Twitter and on Instagram. This season we'll have scores from every Bay Area football game on our Instagram feed by 11 o'clock every Friday night. Please give us a thumbs up on our Facebook page.
And subscribe to our YouTube page. That's where you can find and share all of the highlights and features you see on the show every week.
Coming up, the Diablo Motors NCS Monster Game with Los Lomas and Kennedy.
Then it's the Freedom Falcons taking on Clayton Valley in the season opener next.
Learn more about becoming a warrior. Visit us at vcs.net.
I'm gonna be a ballerina.
Good, better, Emma. Answer to new.
I'm gonna be president.
And the winner for president is Emma Williamson.
I'm gonna start a juice bar.
Emma, the numbers are looking really good. You're gonna start a juice bar.
At US Bank, we believe hard work works. And for everyone working toward a goal, we're here to help.
The biggest summer sale ever is here at South County Hyundai of Gilroy, where all of Northern Cali shops. Over 400 cars and SUVs to save on. Get $7,000 off all new Hyundai Elantras in stock. Here's the real deal. The award-winning Sonatas starting at $16,888. 2019 Hyundai Kona Automatic, only $15,888. All 2019 Ioniq Electric in stock, $6,000 off MSRP. More green with less green. What? South County Hyundai of Gilroy.
When I first came here, my goal was to be a contributing player on my high school's JV football team. The center actually not only helped me achieve my goals, but exceed even what I initially set out to do. I was able to continue playing football professionally through a lot of the things that I learned at the Rega Center. Aureka Center is a place to help you achieve your goals and then, tailor it to whatever the person's goals might be.
Back at Levi Stadium with the Los Lomas Knights opening their season with top recruit Jalen Applet-Williams leading a strong defense that had 7 shutouts last season.
The Knights open up against a Kennedy team that was 4-2 in league last year and looking to improve this season. It's our NCS Diablo Motors Monster Game, and our Wesley Boone was there.
Monster Game, yeah. The 2019 season is finally here. We're at Tax Stadium where Los Lomas High School prepares to take on Kennedy High of Fremont. For Los Lomas, a key part in tonight's game plan will surely be feeding running back Isaiah Newell. The senior running back committed to Oregon State this offseason after coming off a junior year that saw him rush for close to 2,200 yards and 32 total touchdowns. For Kennedy High School, they're trying to get back to their winning ways here in 2019. Linebacker Ryan Roner-Talton, the senior, looks to set the tone for this young team. It's the Los Lomas Knights taking on the Kennedy Titans in the Diablo Motors Monster Game.
Isaiah Newell wasting no time early in this one. He breaks through the line. That's a grown man there, folks, barreling through the defense for 30 yards. That sets up Everett Johnson, the senior quarterback, getting his first varsity start, making the most of it. Finds Zach Patterson in the flat. Patterson does the rest. 7-0 Knights. And Patterson isn't done. Don't forget that name. Jaden Duffy. He's never going to forget this. Snags this ball out of the air. He's going to go the distance. 42 yards for the pick six. The Knights rolling on all cylinders early in this one. 21-0 at this point. Everett Johnson dropping dimes with his arm and dropping defenders with his shoulder. Here's the truck stick there. Knights in good position to add to the score. Johnson drops back. Perfect strike to Patterson. They've got a good rapport early in 2019. Second touchdown of the day for the pair. It's 28-0 in the second quarter. Good field position for the Knights. Now they say all good things come in threes. 3 touchdown passes on the evening for Johnson, and all 3 to Zach Patterson. The Knights get things started off on the right foot in 2019. They take down Kennedy 54-0. Here's Los Lomas' Isaiah Newell after the game.
A lot of young guys got to play today, and some young guys scored, and especially for our QB, his first start on varsity, it's a big deal, and he played extremely well, and so it felt pretty good to come out here and get a big win.
In Fremont, I'm Wesley Boone for 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
Back to the court as the Freedom Falcons get fired up to take on the Clayton Valley Ugly Eagles. The Uggs jump on top early. Watch Alexis De Leon lay it out for the pancake. Alexandra Cataldo one-arms it to Noelle Mixon, who spikes it over for the point. The Uggs take the first set by 12. Here's Janiza Mitra to Ileana Manoa to Cataldo for the kill. The Uggs have a spotless floor thanks to Uggs libero De Leon diving all over the place for 11 digs on the night. That sets up Brenna Dugan in the corner for the kill. Freedom inching back in the second set. It's Kaylee Speth to Johnny Speth to Malia Latu, who finds a hole. Gotta love that Falcon energy. But the Ugly Eagles looking for a 2-set lead. It's Dugan to Cataldo to Zoe Mixon in the corner, and she tools it off the block. Clayton Valley takes the second set and finishes the job. Here's Eva Angelo to Manoa to Dugan, who buries it in the backcourt for the kill, and the Ugly Eagles grab their first win of the season with the 3-set sweep. Dugan leading the way with 11 kills. De Leon, 11 digs.
Each week, the Harker School celebrates its pursuit of academic excellence with the Scholar Athlete Award. This week, we honor Liberty High School star quarterback Jay Butterfield. The Oregon-bound senior is great on the field and in the classroom with a 4.2 grade point average.
Very impressive. Brought to you by the Harker School. This week, Harker congratulates Maverick McNeely from the class of 2013. Maverick was awarded his PGA Tour card this past week in his senior year at Harker. McNeely won the WBAL individual title and tied for 4th at the CCS Championships. He went on to have an All-American career at Stanford. At Harker, preschool through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org. Coming up, back to the gridiron for Newark Memorial and Tennyson.
But first, here is our Cupertino Electric Top 10 Power Rankings for football.
49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Cupertino Electric, the company delivering power and possibilities and celebrating student athletes making a positive impact. And by the Serino Group, here for good.
Hi, I'm Lucy Wiedemeyer, longtime broker with Serino Group. And my husband, Charlie Wiedemeyer, and I are longtime supporters of high school sports.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Pazine in Palo Alto, and I'm proud to support high school athletes on the 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
We are back with opening night at Tennyson High School, where the Lancers are very high on sophomore quarterback Salisi Moala. The Lancers making it to NCS last season.
Newark Memorial is looking to compete for a Mission Valley League title under head coach Brad Tubbs. The Cougars at Tennyson on Friday night.
Newark Memorial and Tennyson, the captains meeting at midfield to kick off the season. The Cougars pounding the rock early in the first, handed to Russell Nicholas, breaking a couple of tackles, turning on the Jets, and all the way inside the 5-yard line. Then a couple of plays later, Jake Berry connects with Robert Elwanger for the score, 7-0 Cougs after one. Tennyson trying to answer back in the second, but Ruben Rodriguez gets to the QB for the sack, still 7-0 Newark at the half. The Cougars with the ball to start the third, but Carlos Gonzalez forces the fumble. Javon Green comes up with a loose ball, and the Lancers are in business. Then just a few plays later, give it to Soston Jacks, who sprints in for 6, PAT no good, 7-6 Newark. But the Cougs get a big play on special teams. Ethan McCrowan blocks the punt. Ruben Rodriguez recovers the ball in the end zone. It's a touchdown, 14-6 Newark in the third. The Lancers battle back in the fourth. Celeste Moala fires to Devin Cotton, who makes the catch, jukes a defender, and Devin walks in for 6. 2-point conversion no good, 14-12 Cougs. Newark looking to ice the game late, but the pass is picked off by Angel Lucero in midair, and the Lancers have life. Tennyson trying to complete the comeback. Moala scrambles around and throws on the run to Lucero, who hauls it in and moves the chains. The Lancers with one last chance to win it, but the Newark defense stands tall as the pass falls incomplete, and the Cougars celebrate on the field. Newark Memorial surviving the Tennyson comeback bid. 14-12 was the final. A very excited group of Newark Memorial Cougars celebrating their victory. Barry and Russell with big days.
The Antioch Panthers traveling to Concord to kick off their 2019 season. The Minutemen proving tough to start out. Maddie Mays' dig finds Macy Adaguro, who sets it for junior Eleanor Barron, and Concord has control early. Again, it's Mays to Adaguro, but this time it's freshman Catherine Sodorova with the smackdown, and the Minutemen take the first set 25-11. Antioch down by 4 in set 2. Angie Escorcia with the dig, and Dolly Schaefer sets it up for Maya Wilson, and you can count it. But Concord getting tricky. Setter Adaguro dumps it over on the second hit, and on the next point, sophomore Grace Geisler puts it away with a hard hit of her own. The Minutemen go up by 2 sets, winning the second one by 9. Set 3, Maddie Mays, a Harvard softball commit, says not today and throws it back the other way. It's 2016 in the third. The Panthers, Aylin Shavira to Schaefer to Chrissy Wade, and Chrissy gets her team fired up. But here comes match point for Concord. Sodorova with an awesome dig in the back, then Geisler puts it away, and the Concord Minutemen take it in 3 sets. The underclassmen duo Geisler and Sodorova combined for 19 kills.
The Presentation girls volleyball team is coming off a state championship appearance last season and looking for big things again this year.
The Panthers meeting up with Shanberries from 99.7 now at the Rica Center this week.
We're here at the Rica Center in Menlo Park, the premier training facility on the peninsula where goals are achieved. Hey, it's Shan from 99.7 now, here with the girls of the Presentation girls volleyball team! Love the energy. I have to ask you, you guys went to state championships 2 years in a row. What was that experience like, Andy?
So amazing. It was definitely a lot of fun, like going on the bus rides, the long car rides definitely helped with like team bonding, and we just sang a lot of songs along the way too. And I think this year we definitely have a chance of going to state again. It's just going to take a lot of work, and our league is also very competitive, so we're going to like make sure those games prepare us for our postseason.
Absolutely. And so brand new school season, that means brand new season. What are your goals that you guys want to achieve this season?
I think our main goals would be to go to state again. Obviously, I think we all want to go to state again, but also just to be competitive in our league because like she said before, it is one of the most competitive leagues. So I think we really want to be able to at least win a game in league, and that would also pump up our energy and prepare us for the postseason.
Well, I definitely think you guys are going to make it to state championships. Good luck, ladies. And here at 49er Cal High Sports, we love to end with those traditions, so give us some of those traditions.
Yeah, so one of our main traditions is to visualize before all of our practices and games. It really helps us all to get focused and leave all of our thoughts that aren't about volleyball outside of the gym. And then another one of our main traditions is to have a dance party in the weight room before our games. It just really gets all of us pumped up and excited about our game.
Oh my God, I feel like I want to be part of this team because I got some good dance moves, okay, ladies? All right, you can catch me every morning on 99.7 Now. Again, I'm Shan. Give it up for the girls of the Presentation Girls Volleyball team!
DGDG.com presents the Be Happy Play each week. This was a play in a game this week that made everybody happy. This week's Be Happy Play goes to
the San Leandro Pirates. It's do or die, 4th and long. DJ Bryant finds Stephen Henry II in the end zone, and the Pirates would come back to win this game, and they are just so happy. What a way to start off the 2019 season with a come-from-behind win. The Pirates with the DGDG Be Happy Play.
Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. Some great plays this week. We'll see who gets it next.
But first, here's this week's training tip by our good friends at the Riker Center.
Hey, I'm Coach Juan Pablo. Today's training tip is resist rotation press. Rami here is going to demonstrate the exercise. We're going to start with a split stance position and do 3 different positions. So left leg forward, right leg back. You're going to press out, keep your hands in line with your sternum. Go ahead and press out, back in, do 1 more. Then we're going to drop, get down a little bit lower. 1 press, come back in, drop down all the way, a knee inch off the ground. 1 last rep, go ahead and press out, come back in, and that's your resist rotation press.
The winner of the Service by Medallion Play of the Week gets a hat, a very cool pair of headphones, and an invitation to our end of the season awards banquet this year in conjunction with the John Lynch Foundation.
First off, our Wesley Boone is going to show you some really good contenders and then announce this week's Play of the Week.
Play of the Week.
Let's get things rolling. Tennyson versus Newark Memorial. Speaking of Memorial, they may make a statue for Angel Lucero after this one. More from that game. Ethan McCrohan, how rude. Blocks the punt. Now it's a game of hot potato. Ball just squirming around. Finally recovered by Newark Memorial in the end zone. Over to De La Salle versus St. Thomas Aquinas. You're going to want to learn this name now. You'll be hearing it on Saturdays. Marcus Roseme with the ridiculous tip in to himself takes this 71 yards for the touchdown. And our play of the night, Alhambra taking on College Park. There's no way Mateo Roberts comes down with this, right? Well, you don't know Mateo Roberts. Nasty. Between 2 defenders, a play so nice we got to see it twice. Roberts breaking through the blanket of defenders, and that is your play of the week.
That's the Play of the Week, and that's our 49ers Cal High Sports Report for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Join us next week as we spend a day in the swamp with the Sacred Heart Prep football team. We will see you next Sunday.